Hi everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to Hearthstone. 1,400 gold. It has taken me over a month and a half to get that much, and now I can finally unlock the last two wings of Naxxramus. And it's been an interesting month and a half at that, and where do I even start? I don't know where to start. Let's start with my decks. Because I'm now using all of these decks, and each one of them actually has a completely different strategy to play. So yeah, 9 decks, all for Naxxramus, and hopefully one of these is going to get me through, well, it's 4 bosses in the Construct Wing, right? Yeah, I think that's right, 4 bosses in the Construct Wing. And I'm not changing these. So, if none of these work, then I'm going to have serious problems. Anyway, other interesting things that happened this time. Well, let's go into the solo adventures to see. Oh, speaking of the solo adventures, something I did find out I found rather interesting. This guy, right here, I was always under the assumption that was Kel'Thuzad without his mask. But as I found out during the break, that's apparently Hagen. That was news to me. I mean, if it was going to be anyone, I would have thought that was going to be Gothic. Speaking of Gothic, heroics, all of them except...
Just being nearby, Lotheb, causes your flesh to rot. So I recommend a melee class.
For the absolute life of me, I cannot figure out how to beat this guy. I've been trying for a while, and just nothing has worked. I'm considering trying out a healing deck, because here's the thing. I accidentally read somewhere that it's possible to beat Lotheb using a rogue. And because I really, really like playing rogue, I've kind of got it in my head that I need to beat him with a rogue deck. This is going to be interesting, and, this guy,
I will tell Gothic not to turn you into a disembodied soul.
You know what, at the end, considering how long it took to find him, I was feeling like a disembodied soul at the end, to be perfectly honest. This guy, oh, good crikey, I just finished beating him a couple of days ago, and, oh, good crikey. I put the video up of my victory run by now, but here's the thing, because I didn't have any sound on there, you didn't really see the elation that I had in beating this guy, but you know what? Just to explain it, here's the end of that fight using a sound clip from another video.
Oh yeah! Yes! Yeah!
That pretty much sums up my victory in a nutshell. What else? Yes, one last thing. There's also a video up, which I think I would have, I think I would have just placed it up, of a rather interesting battle I had over the break. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you click here, it'll take you to it. So, enough wasting around. Let's get started. Here we go. The Construct Quarter. Let's go. Yes. Waiting. And... what's the effects on this one gonna be? Ooh, lightningy. And... now, if I remember correctly, because I looked up, Naxxramus, the raid, during the bit of the break, so I think this guy is called... I can't remember the rest of them, but I think this guy is called Patchwork?
Patchwork
yes.
is sewn together from adventurers who couldn't defeat Lorewalker Cho.
Well, you know, I think the Lore Walker in the games is actually meant to be pretty powerful. I mean, he is, you know... he's a Pandaren monk for crying out loud, but he's not exactly weak. So, what exactly do you do? Destroy a minion. That's gonna be annoying. I'm guessing when I get to heroic mode, that's going to be done for like 2 mana or something. Well, let's get started. Now, if I'm going to destroy a minion, what do I want? Mage. Because I have the can't be targeted by spells minions in that. So this one should at least work for a while. Something I'm also going to try to do, which I kind of did the last time, I think, is... Oh, hang on.
Jaina versus
Oh!
Patchwork!
Patchwork want to play.
You asked for it.
I couldn't see his health. I thought it was like... What is that? I don't know. But if this is what I think it is, then... This might actually work even more in my favor. Damn it! I don't think he's going to have minions. He's got 30 health. He's got no cards. Yep. I thought so. So even more than Lois said, this is a race against the clock. I need my freezing spells. It's a good thing I picked my mage deck then. Yep. I have 6 turns to win. I coin out my... yeah, if that's the case, and this is easy, because if I coin out my water elemental next time, then he's stuck. At least for a while. It'll just buy me time, I know that. Aha! Perfect. I'll do that next turn. Which one? Ah, it had to be that one. I completely forgot about that. So, I said I'd do that before, but I'm wondering how this would have worked in context of the game. Because... if this is the case, I need to go my Shaman, if this is how he's playing.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Yeah, I definitely need to go my Shaman for the next round. I'm wondering how this works in game. Because... he has no minions. I really don't like doing that. No.
Pay attention, class.
Hopefully I get one of my freaking freezing ones for next round. Actually, I might have won this. Actually, yeah, I have won this. Wow. Do math, you idiot. Yep. You can win. That was ridiculously easy. Hang on.
War. I should have sewn him together from better players.
I'm very, very disappointed in that. That was... I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it actually was. So yeah, probably in heroic mode. I'm going to check that now, because I have my suspicions. I don't know. Hang on, what's this guy called? No, never mind. I'll find that later. Hang on, I'm just holding out, because I'm wondering how that guy would have worked in WoW. So, okay, first of all, he wouldn't have summoned minions. So that's the thing. He definitely wouldn't have summoned minions. But... it'd probably be like... honestly, it'd probably just be like a proper just a really hard boss fight, I think. It's just you, him, and... you know, just... that's it. There's no gimmicks, there's no anything like that, it's just, he hits hard, you need to protect yourself. I guess. So let's see what he looks like. Oh, you have to... oh, is that... you have to open... wait, all of them? Oh, that can't be right. Oh, well. Well, maybe it is. Oh, well. Oh, Christ, what did I do that for? You know, something I was thinking of over the break, because Goblins vs. Gnomes has just recently been announced, as has the Warlords of Draenor. Hang on.
Globulus is my prototype for an army of giants. You are test subject 1.
Deal 1 damage to all minions. If any die, summon a slime. Alright, so what do I need? Well, I'm definitely not doing my paladin then. I might actually have to go my priest. Save this a shot. So yes, Blizzard has just announced 2 things.
Anduin versus Globulus.
Good for you.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright, that works. And something I was thinking of. Because Naxxramus, as in this, what I'm playing right now, the reason that this works, as it were, is because it's copying a raid from the campaign. So, what I was thinking is, since they've just done this expansion, well, obviously they wouldn't do it this time, but if the next expansion they do, if they decide to put, like, a really good raid in there, then what they could do is use Hearthstone as sort of a... I'm not going to say a test run, but sort of just like as free advertising, almost.
Right away.
Because you do the exact opposite of this, because one of the reasons that this works is the fact that people look at this... look at the game. Or, don't look at the game. They look at the fights they've got here, and it seems that... Actually, no, I don't want that one. It seems to be that one of the big... Not... What's the word? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
Right away.
Something that you get out of it is actually, like, because these people know how the raids work in WoW, they can appreciate it better how they've used the WoW mechanics to do this. And so, what I thought was that it'd probably be a good idea.
Do you need a blessing?
Oh, I hope he doesn't do that. Right. It'd be a good idea is if they used Hearthstone. Hang on. Lights one. And they use this as... They did Naxxramus this in reverse. So they place the adventure first. And then what they would do is that...
Right away.
You'd have... Basically, you just have people going, I wonder how this is going to work in-game. Because, like, I haven't seen this guy before. So, I don't know what this guy does. I'm trying to figure it out. And if you had absolutely nobody knowing what these guys do, then... Well, first of all, the forums would be flooded with people going theories like, I think it's this, or I think it's that. Because, you know, that's what people do. Want.
Right away.
Is there anything I've got that can help me in this deck? I honestly don't know. I know what I'm digging for one of my cards. I know which one it is when I have it. Right. Ooh, that's gonna be a pain in the neck. Okay. That is the first good use of the Echoing Ooze I've actually seen. So how does this guy work in WoW, then? I'm thinking that... Well, first of all, he's ooze-based, and, you know, abomination-based. He's got that kind of, you know, greasy green thing going. But... And I think he uses that to the advantage of... How do I put this? No, I don't want to do that yet. It's basically he does, like, AoE attacks, so everybody gets attacked, like, at once. Oh, well played.
Well,
Oh, I forgot to do this on the last guy. Okay. Oh, all minions. Oh, that's a different slime. No, it's actually the same thing, but just slightly tinted color. Well, let's combo out. Speaking of goblins vs. gnomes, they have... Oh, I completely forgot I have this. They've slowly been releasing new cards, and they've been doing this thing where they say, here, which card do you want to have? Which card? Pick a card, like, just pick a card, any card. I could really go for... this right now, actually. That's a 4/4.
Is someone injured?
Yep, he is. Stormwind Champion, okay. And the one they had most recently was their... They had a choice between a warrior card, which was a... I think it was actually a dwarf, possibly. That was just, you know, like heavy armor and this giant shield and stuff. And the other one was a pirate card. And this is both a good thing and a bad thing for me, because on the good side, well, it's a pirate card. And the fact that they're actually saying, okay, how do I put this? They're saying that we're not just looking at the new stuff here. They're actually taking into account, okay, there's sections in the current standing? In the current game, there's sections that are lacking. And so, okay, let's focus on those. And the fact that, and again, the fact that they're adding pirate cards is a very good thing. Because, you know, there actually aren't that many of them. And as someone who, and, you know, I run a pirate deck, I know this. That's literally the first damage he's done to me, that's insane.
Truth is my shield.
Six damage to the hero. Now, the bad thing about this, though, is that the pirate card they've showed, it's a freaking rogue card! Why did it have to be a rogue card? Why did it have to be a rogue card? That's fine. I'm winning this by so unbelievably much, it's not even funny. You out. I don't even know. It's just. Oh, why not? I find it kind of weird that they're doing that, though. I mean, Because there's been one other rogue card that they've advertised, and that card is also a weapon focus card. It's... what's it called? Like, the Mechanical Barber or something like that? Which, first of all, is stupid in every single way. It's not... yeah, I've won this. Double my lost. Victory! These are so unbelievably easy! Oh, what the heck is going on?
Back to the drawing board.
Or have I just gotten this much... I doubt I've gotten this good in this time. There is no way I've gotten this good this time. What was I saying? Yeah. I find it... I don't say I find it interesting. Actually, I do kind of find it interesting that they're trying to give... They're obviously trying to give rogues a weapon focus, because pirate cards, by definition, or well, at least how they're standing currently, are primarily weapon focused. So, it's interesting to see that they're going for that route. Okay, so what does this guy do?
Blue feeds our leftover zombies. Come to think of it, you would make a pretty good leftover zombie.
So, that is continuous... what's it called? Equalities. That is... But it's all minions. If that's the case, then I'm actually... let's fight Paladin with Paladin. Because I don't think I've got a single minion in this deck that's over 1 health. So this is going to be useless to him. Let's go. Yeah, basically, what I played before... I sure we should have gone through it. My mage that I'm playing, because... I know I said, like, way back... Hold up.
I will fight with honor.
Okay. I'll figure out how this guy works a bit. I said before that if I was going to make a mage deck, it'd probably be a secret deck. I actually just ended up making a freeze deck. And the reason for that is that I used one to defeat North, and I kind of said, basically, huh, that's actually, I actually kind of like this style of play. This, you know, like, stop protecting them, like, if they can't hit me, then there's nothing they can do.
Wanted to eat your brain.
Ha ha ha, Hearthstone.
I don't eat junk food.
The Paladin deck that I'm playing with... Oh, a weapon. Death Rattle dies. Gain +2 attack. I'm guessing that also includes my minions. This is going to be... slightly annoying, because I've got a lot of Death Rattle cards in here. Basically, this is... I can't think of the term. It's not a zoo deck. It's a... I think the term is token deck. He's still got 2 things left. So how does this guy work? Obviously... Okay, so first of all, there's probably zombies around. Oh, nuts. I completely forgot about that. I'm playing about as well as I had. So obviously there's going to be a lot of zombies around. This Decimate, that's probably like an earthquake thing that they've sort of changed, I suppose. Spiders. Is he playing the same deck as me? Because if he probably is, because then that wouldn't be the thing. Okay, so I think what's going on here, because he's probably got like 50 of these. So I'm guessing what's happening is that he's got... I'm sorry, I'm thinking back to the raid now. So I'm thinking he's got a lot of minions, zombie minions, that are around with him. And every time you kill one of them, basically he gets stronger. And again, if this is something like similar to an earthquake, that makes everybody easier to kill, including his zombies. But the more he'll use zombies, the harder he is. Possibly? I don't know.
Join me in death.
And there's the bite. Suddenly, this game got a lot trickier. Which I'm happy with, because those first two fights, I mean, thematically, this is really, really interesting. And that counts as a weapon, I know that. Had to be that one. Use my weapon. Do that. And if I do this, then I have major board control at the moment. They're already on 1 health anyway, mate. Ah, well played, well played. Oh, I almost forgot.
There's an achievement for losing to Gluth.
That one's actually a good one. I like that one. Alright, oh. Died, those two are still out. Here we go. Not playing that yet, just because he does have something big.
What we do.
I've got that. Oh, I might not have this. Ah. But, if I can double that minion attack. Aha! Perfect! Ah. It's gonna kill him. Oh, hang on, never mind.
The battle.
Reporting for duty. Job's done.
Wait, did that reset? Hang on, who did that kill? It didn't, it only killed the Abomination. Wait, so did that not reset from the last time? I don't know. Sludge Belcher, perfect. And a Smith, oh boy. Now... Okay. Yeah, I've lost this one, might as well.
I've got the beast in my sight. Reporting for duty. The battle.
I'm... Which deck then? Which deck? Yeah, you've won. Which deck?
There is no achievement for losing to Gluth.
Huh. Wow, I never would have guessed that. Never. Okay, so which deck? Which deck? Hunter. Question, it says when a minion with Death Rattle dies, it gains an attack, but if that Death Rattle is silenced, does that still count?
Rexar versus Gluth.
Let the hunt begin.
You're saying that to an animal. That's actually kind of... I'm not... It's not ironic. What is that? I don't know, it's something. Okay.
Job's done. Job's done.
I don't have weapons. And neither do you. Bullseye. I really like doing that with those things. It makes it feel... I don't know what the word is. Makes it more efficient than I'm actually sniping them. You have not pulled out your claws yet. Why?
Job's done.
Ah, there we are. Well, now it's time to test the theory. If I do this, and now I do this, yeah, I know it's a waste of time, but oh Christ! I just realized. Oh well. Well, it had to be done, so let's get you out instead.
What we do.
Perfect. Please give me the Iron Beak. Right. Yeah, probably. Speaking of the Iron Beak just then, I want to talk a bit more about Goblins vs. Gnomes, because that's the big thing on Hearthstone right now, and I've got a bit to say about it, I would say. And, okay, so it does count, even if it's silenced. Why does that... twice? I don't understand it. And that is awesome. I think I've literally got that in almost every time I play it. It's incredible. That's why I have those web spinners, for the record, because I don't actually have that many... because of the fact that I've focused on the removal, as it were, I don't have an abundance of creatures in this deck, so any way I can get more creatures, especially the fact that they're beasts, then that's just even better. Although that... It's got 7 freaking attack. Now this is going to hurt. Hopefully I can do enough damage in time, or at the very least last out 2 more turns after this, because it's 7, then 8, and then I can crush it out. All right. Well, just in case. Should I? No, I'll save it. So getting back to Goblins vs. Gnomes. Oh. Oh. 4 armor. Okay. Okay.
They'll never know what hit.
Job's done.
So, one of the big things in this expansion pack, because it's, what, 120 cards?
That's a good doggy.
Ouch! This is going to hurt. Oh! Baby! Ugh. Trying to kill him. But yeah, the big thing that they've got going at the moment is the fact that they're adding the mech class to the game. I have mixed feelings about this class.
This one's mine.
The key reason I'm a little iffy about it is because, at the moment, we only actually have... We have 4 classes of minions, as it stands. Only 3 of which are actually valid, because Dragon doesn't count. But we have... What type of decks can you make, like, theme-wise? At the moment, you can make minion decks... Oops, not minion decks. You can make Murloc decks, you can make Pirate decks, and you can make Beast decks. Now, Murloc decks are... It's just a byword of saying it's a zoo deck.
My favorite thing. Freezing the blood in your veins is my favorite.
I have one. Panic King Crush. So, a Murloc deck is basically just another way of saying zoo deck. A Pirate deck, as I've said before, at the moment it's only valid for warriors and for rogues. It's getting even more valid for rogues, as I mentioned to my annoyance.
This one's mine.
But it's also, even if they like slightly switch up Paladin in this expansion to be more weapon focused, it's still only going to be a valid deck for those 3 classes because of the weapon focus of pirates. And Beast decks, well, not only is it only valid for hunters, it's basically the only thing that hunters can work with. Dinosaur eats dog. But the mech class is different.
Who will eat all of these leftover zombies now?
I don't know. And the reason the mech class is different is because this is now we finally have a minion focus deck, or what's the term? You can now theme your deck, and that's a glitch. You can now actually make a mech deck, but you can do that with any class. And here's the thing: they've only released about 50 cards. I think it's about 50 at this point. They said they're releasing 120, and oh, hey, these count. Cool. The thing is, unless the other half of what they have, and this is Thaddeus, is also like its own theme, the fact that there's now one class that is just can be universally used, I have slight problems. It's not even really problems as such. It's just going to be. I think it's just going to be rather annoying because now that you've got one that's universal, basically everybody's going to be using it, at least for now. Now, if the other half that they release is actually going to be like its own thing, like it's actually going to be like a proper Goblins vs. Gnomes, so they release like 2 classes, that's better. But if they don't, that means I'm going to have to wait until the next expansion for there to. That is even if they do it next time. They probably will. I can see them going for it. But until that time, I'm basically always going to have to put up with mech decks, which I'm a little iffy about because it's like I said with hunters. Like, really, if you verse a hunter, you pretty much know what you're in for. You know there's going to be a lot of beasts. You know that there's probably going to be a lot of things that use those beasts. And mech decks are I'm not going to say that they're the same, because even though they're among the mech cards, there's a lot of ones that do have like their own unique uses. Like, the first one that comes to my mind is the Explosive Sheep, because it's just if you don't know this card, it's 2-drop, 1/1, Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to all minions. That can have use in a whole lot of decks. Like, the moment if I get it, I'm putting it in my Warlock deck, because that just works that way. But then you have other ones, like you have the mech portal. You have the Exodia cards, as I've come to be known, which Voltron, which is basically if you don't have nothing but mechs in those decks, it's basically pointless. There's no reason. So there's definitely going to be a lot of focused mech decks, and the fact that they could come from anywhere, I don't know. Anyway, Thaddeus.
It's alive! But you won't be for long.
Now, considering Stalag and Fugan, which I have to say, when I first read that Stalag and Fugan, I wasn't convinced that anybody was ever going to use them. I think they're actually the most common legendary out of, with the exception of Lotheb. Yeah, it's been Stalag and Fugan, Lotheb, and Kel'Thuzad in that order for, like, how often I've seen these legendaries in decks. And honestly, I have to say, I never actually saw it. I never thought that they would any be useful, because it just seems such... I'm not going to say it was gimmicky, but it seemed a bit too random for my taste. But then, the thing that was explained to me was, I watched Trump going through all the Naxxramus cards, and he said, if you only take them, like, by themselves, Stalag, I think it is actually a massively powerful card, and if you're going to go with Stalag, you might as well go with Fugan, and now it makes a bit more sense why they're in there. And that's... Oh no, sorry, it's Fugan, that's the more powerful one. 5 for a 4/7, yeah, that's the one he said is actually good powerful, and he said, well, you know, if this one's in there, you might as well have the other one. So your power is, swap the attack and health of all minions, for nothing. This is going to be... What the hell am I going to do with this one? Should I try my warrior? Maybe my paladin again? I'll go paladin again. Let's give this a shot.
Uther versus Thaddeus.
I must obey!
I will fight with honor.
And it's on autocast, so every turn, it swaps. I think this is actually a good choice then. Oh yeah, this was a good choice.
Well met.
You die now!
No, I don't. I'm interested to see the effects of this. There's the creeper. Should I match it with one of my own? The thing is, if I do that, it's basically, it's a 4... I have a 4/4 on my turn on this next shot. I'll do that.
Job's done.
Getting back to Goblins vs. Gnomes. Hang on. Interesting. The lightning... it would make sense he had the lightning cards. But getting back to them. Something that a lot of people have been complaining about is the fact that they seem to be focused on random heavy things this time around. Like a lot of the cards have got do for a random thing or for a random this. So, and what that's going to do is make my job a pain in the neck. Now, the reason it doesn't bug me as much is the fact that, well, it kind of does bother me, because, like, when people were thinking about, like, what would be good decks for Death Knight and Monk, the one I had for Monk was a random focus deck, because, you know, even in game, Monks are kind of, you know, they're a wild card class. it's kind of, you know, they're random, they're, you know, flurries of punches and all that. So I thought that a good theme for monks would be that you would do, like, a random amount of damage, or a random amount of, you know, it would be random. What do I do? What do I do?
For justice.
That's... And so the fact that they're adding it to just, like, main classes is okay, and it's not like they've never not had random cards in this game. But I do understand people's problems with this, because it's literally saying, okay, we've already, like, right there, 2 to 3 damage, a random card. But what it's saying is, okay, let's add an even more randomness to an already quite random game. Because it is a random game. Anybody who says otherwise is either a liar or a fool. But no, this is a random game. You can't deny this. Because even if you plan properly, like even if you know exactly what you have in these decks, which I basically do, I pretty much know exactly what I've got coming in these decks. But even then, I have no control over what gets drawn. So there's already a heavy amount of luck in this already, and basically saying, okay, add even more randomness to it, it's... I see people's problems. I'm kind of okay with it. Really, the biggest problem I have is... Well, I'll tell you a story. When I first saw them announcing Goblins and Gnomes, I gotta be honest, I thought it was a joke. Because they just seem to be too powerful. Now, granted, half of that was coming from the fact that I read them wrong. Like, the one that I really read wrong was Bouncing Blade. Because when I originally read it, I thought it was restricted to enemy minions. And so I'm thinking, wait, so you're giving them a free Assassinate and more for 2 less mana? What is wrong with you? Obviously after rereads, that did get cleared up pretty fast. But still, the one that really got to me was, I think, Velen's Chosen, I think it was. It's a priest card that it's a minion at... What is it? It's a minion card. No, it's a spell card. Give a minion +2, +4, and +1 spell damage. And there's nothing really I can do here.
Reporting for duty.
This is gonna be the buffest damn. It's that Squire. Aw, damn it, I should have humilityed him. Oh, no, wait. No, what is it? I want to eat equality. The reason that got to me was because that just seemed... It seems so incredibly powerful. Now, I don't even know anymore. But I think it's just one of those things. Yep, time to concentrate. What am I trying to say here? I don't even know. Nah.
I can't do that. I don't have enough mana. To battle!
So how would this fight work? Honestly, he probably could actually do that. Like, it wouldn't be unfeasible for him for it to actually be, okay, at random points, you switch the attack and defense of your party members. I don't see that. That to me wouldn't be unreasonable. I'm wondering where Stalag and Fugan are, though. I mean, I've won next turn.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, not next turn? Maybe? Probably not next turn. This is an interesting one.
Well played. Get in.
And I win. You're welcome, mate.
Interloper, this is the final straw.
There's the Wailing Soul. And here come Fugan and Stalag. Do I look on this? No, I don't. This one went by really, really freaking fast. Warrior and Priest. I need these cards so desperately. And we go do them now. But first, to Heroics. Alright, so let's have a look at these powers. Okay, let's go through. I've actually got a quick idea of patchwork here, but I'll wait till we get there. Let's have a look at Thaddeus. Is it just the same thing? It might be. Well, obviously it's not going to be the same thing, but it's the same hero power. So what's different?
Versus Thaddeus.
I must obey!
I will fight with honor.
There's one other thing I want to talk about this time around, but yeah, we'll wait until the end. Oh, not the end, but we'll wait until I'll get to the class challenges. Aha!
You die now!
Ah!
Reporting for duty.
Job's done.
So it's just okay. So it's simply the fact that okay, these two are just now automatically out on the field. That's the tricky bit because each turn these guys are doing 13 damage. Alright. I was wondering if... I was thinking, would he even have those in his deck? Like, in the normal deck? Probably wouldn't. But alright. Yep, and straight from the face.
Victory.
Okay. That one's gonna be interesting. And... if this guy is gonna be as hard as he was before, this guy's gonna be annoying. Change the health of all minions to 1. Is that going to be on autocast as well? Because it is all minions though. But he's going to have his death rattle and he's going to have his bites. So this is going to be a pain. So yeah. Okay.
Uther versus.
And he starts with Flesh-Eating Ghoul and a zombie on the field. And this is smart. Because if I do 1 damage if I just do 1 damage to this, basically before I can even attack him, he's going to have 2 damage. Or he's gonna have a 5 damage bite instantaneously. And yeah, I thought that was on autocast. Alright. At the end of the turn? Oh, make that 7 damage instantaneously. It wasn't, though.
Job's done.
Let's try this, because it hasn't actually activated yet. There it goes. And coining out his bite. Nope, the Skeletal Smith. Oh, wait. Enemy minions. Ah! Alright. See, once again, I read that wrong. It's exactly the same thing with the Bouncing Blade. Okay, so my minions get weaker every turn. His don't. Again, I think my Paladin deck will be pretty good with this, because, you know, my health is already down 1 anyway, so it's not exactly something like I'm going to be losing much. Grobulus. Deal 2 damage, if any die. Okay, so I think I know what that guy is, and again, that's probably going to be an auto-cast. This is Patchwork. It's still on 4? His weapons is probably going to be massively higher, but if that's the case, I think I might win. I know what to do with this. I'm actually going to try fighting this one. Because it's like I said before, if he can't hit me, then he's not going to do anything. And my Shaman deck is basically nothing but taunts. That's the theory behind that one. And especially if I can get my Death Rattle taunts going. Just... This might be... I might be able to do this time. It's probably big talk, but probably... Well, let's see.
Patchwork wants to play for Doomhammer.
Deathwall is going to be even better here. Yeah, get rid of both of those. I need my taunts. I need taunts. There's my taunts. Alright. Oh, and he's got Wind Fury. Ah! Okay. But on the plus side, it means it gets done a turn less. Unless his thing regenerates. Hang on. It's Death Rattle. Put this weapon into your hand. Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay. So it literally is infinite. Well, if that's the case, then why even bother with the 8? I guess it's to avoid, like... I don't even know what it's to avoid.
You shall not pass.
You know, I guess the first instinct, if it wasn't for that Death Rattle, I guess the first instinct would be to try using the Acidic Slime. I think that's what it's called. That thing. But I've also got a distinct feeling that if you do, Kel'Thuzad is just going to go say, nope, nope, screw you, you're gone. I'm going second. I just realized I'm going second here. Huh.
Death does not scare me.
Hang on, how much mana does this cost? 3. And that's the heal. Oh, I forgot about that power. And now it goes back to his hand. There we go. But on the plus side, that means he can't do anything this time around. Let's go. Because he can't minion destroy this time. I'm wearing him down. I think really, I think to do this, you just literally need nothing but taunts. I think Shaman would be good for this because they also do have the Death Rattle synergies, as it were. There's a strike. Well, I lost this one, but this is pretty. Yeah, this was an interesting one. Let's see how smart you are. Ah, now you have a choice. I'm still gonna lose because he's obviously gonna go 4. Yep. So he's not stupid. This one, I think, this one is very, very, very doable. If only I had 1 more mana. Damn it. Alright, well, you win this round. That's a good one. That's gonna be an interesting fight. So yeah, speaking of what I said before, if you didn't know, like if you haven't tried it, when you do heroic modes, there's certain minions and cards, depending on which battle you do, that if you try playing them, because they will basically break the game, Kel'Thuzar just appears and goes, yeah, nope, you can't use those ones, and you lose all the mana you had to play that card, and the effects also don't work. The two that come to my mind immediately are if you fight Rivendare on heroic mode, this guy. Yeah. If you fight him, you're not allowed to use either Equality or the Doomsayer. Because, again, both of those would just break the game. And you basically just win instantly. And... okay. So, class challenges. I'll do the warrior first. You priest against Thaddeus. Okay, so warrior first. Let's go. It's probably going to be very... Is it going to be weapon focused? It probably is. Which is good, because I'm good with that deck.
Victory or death!
Ah, it's enraged. That also works. Okay, so it's the so it's a damage-based deck, not a weapon deck. Okay. Also kind of good with this. Another Fugan. I'm not gonna do what I did with the Shaman deck. Don't worry. If any of you were screaming at the screen right now, don't worry. I'm not gonna do it this time. I already had my fun in the Shaman deck. I don't need it. Although it's very interesting the fact that it's here and both of them. You know, basically, I'm not even gonna need to try really. Basically, I just get up to 5 or do both. Oh, well, armor up. So what was I gonna say? Right, something I didn't mention before, like, while I was on the break... Ah, there's a death fight. While I was on the break, there were... 2 battles that kind of interesting. Well, sorry. One battle that was interesting. One that I just want to shout out anyway. To the guy who goes by the username GR117. Well done for when you verse my mill deck. Basically, after I defeated Heroic Gothic, I decided that, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to take this particular deck that I won with. I'm just going to take it out and actually just do like a straight play. And I ended up fighting this guy, and literally on the last turn he had before he died, he managed to win. Now, I didn't record it, and it's a shame because it was a very, very, very good victory. But yeah, I didn't manage to do that. But I'm basically just saying, okay, you know what? Well done anyway, because you know what, you deserve that victory. The other one was a guy I fought, goes by the name of Dead is Dead. And this was a really interesting one. Because basically, what happened was I had lost this fight basically by turn 7. I lost because of card fatigue. Because basically what happened was after he was... Obviously he was victory. It basically was a case of, you know what, let's just keep playing. And what had ended up happening was... It got to a point, it was a very interesting point, because he had Stalag and Fugan in his deck. I actually started playing along with him, basically, to see how strong could I make his deck. And it got to the point that with my help, he managed to have 4 Thaddiuses on the field at once. He had 4 Thaddiuses, an Naxxramus, and Ysera, I think it was, and something else entirely. But it was this absolutely insane, just massive powerhouse of things. And the thing is, and what the best bit of all is that because I was playing a Warlock, And I have Doomguard in there. And basically, so I placed out Doomguard against all this just absolute powerhouse force. He didn't bother attacking. Ah, it had to be that one. And basically saying, okay, I will let you destroy essentially 30 points of attack damage here. And again, even though it was basically like a mutual thing, it was brilliant. So what do I do now? One last thing I want to talk about, and I'll do that during the priest one, because now I'm actually going to have to focus here, because this one is actually pretty freaking hard. Alright, oh, crikeys. What do I do, what do I do, what do I do? First I do this. Then I do this. Nope. Then I do this. And then I do this.
Job's done.
Stupid. Or not. Still stupid. So get you out. And I get you. And oh, I already have one of those. Oh, I'm stupid.
It's time for a little blood.
Job's done.
Yep. This should work. Oh. No, that's still not gonna work. Alright. You, and you,
It's time for a little blood.
and you.
Who you want me kill?
Job's done.
That's nice. Didn't get as much use out of those guys as I wanted to. He doesn't have that card, does he?
I feel icky.
No, he doesn't. But now he's just rushing, mobbing me.
Armor made to fit.
They are bend to my command.
Kill.
Yep, might as well. Get Thaddeus out.
Now you feel pain.
I like the sound effects of that. Ah. Oh, that's good, that's good. Still good. Perfect. Ah, you had to go with that guy. That's fine. Thaddeus on a rampage. This is going to be brutal.
You die now. What we do.
Yep, I've won this. That was a that was a little rough at first, but yep. Death Bite. Instantly in my deck. And now, finally, my priest. This guy might actually make my priest deck slightly worth something. Although it did beat Grobulus the first time. I just realized what this guy looks like. Yeah. Again, I'm horrible at actually looking at cards like this. Alright. So what was the last thing I wanted to talk about?
Anduin versus Darius.
I've literally got no idea. I've talked about so much during this time, I've completely forgotten.
Shall bring victory.
Well, that's just how it goes, I suppose. I'll probably remember it before we get to the Construct Wing, so I'll talk about it then. Alright, so get rid of Vellum. Let's do this. Okay.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Just go ahead.
Job's done.
You die now!
Alright. And back to normal.
Death does not scare me!
Oh. I just realized that that's actually a bad idea. And this is even worse idea. What the earth do I do that for, you idiot? Come out, Shadow Priest. I really want this card. Uh-huh. Oh, this is bad. That's one would be pretty good against this, because it's kind of immune to the effects. Oh, but I had to go now. What are you coining?
Naxxramus is all.
Wait, what did you have to... Oh, right, you had the, couldn't think of it. Basically, this is something you need to do at the right time. And heal me back up. Oh, I just realized that that's going to cancel the chow.
For the Lich King!
That's 2-2. Although... Wait, let's switch back. Oh, wait. Never mind. Talking about switching back is pointless. Let's have some fun. Perfect. You back up. Because I can kill you next time, because you're only going to have 2 attacks. Although you are going to have 4 damage. Oh. I probably could have done that, couldn't I? And reverse. Although now you're a 6, frack. Oh. And that's gonna become annoying next turn. Oh, hang on. No, it isn't. This is gonna be mine.
Let me change your mind.
And should I shoot? I think nah, I'll wait until I got light spawn. Ow. Now if he's smart, he's smart. No, because next turn he's just going to do that. So, yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking of trying to work out the math on that one. I was thinking, no, that wouldn't work, that wouldn't work. This will. Should I? Yeah, I probably should. Make him a bit weaker for next turn. And give you a bit more strength. I just realized that what's interesting about this fight is because that, even though it's like an instant heal, it's also... Ah, perfect. I get another one on my side. Because it means that, like, if I don't give this guy some healing before the next turn round, then he's going to be, like, stuck at that. And that's not going to be good for anyone. Good. Why does he have oozes in this? That's... I mean, I can understand the Sludge Belcher, because if you actually look at it... Oh, sorry. If you look at, like, the proper artwork, it's coming out of, like, a suit of armor. So that sort of makes sense. But... Ugh. Yeah, I need to heal you. Do that. And... everything else is the same, so yeah. Buffy for next turn. And switch and heal. Oh, and kill that. I forgot about that bit. Ugh. Please don't do 3 damage to that one. Yes! 2 damage. Perfect. That's dead, but I've still got 2 Nerubians out. Fine by me.
Not all who wander are lost.
I've never actually seen that card played before. What did he say exactly? I've basically won this. At this point. It always seems to go that way. It's like, it's tricky at the start, but then, no, I've pretty much won this. Deal 3 damage to who? That doesn't matter, I heal him up this turn. Enforce your will on Nerubians. And he's going to be so powerful this time around. Is that because it says it twice? Oh, hang on. What have you got in your deck? Oh, another one of those. Oh, it's useless because I win, baby. Oh, I should have actually won first. Oh, never mind. And Dark Orders. Again, immediately going into my deck. I'll do that off screen though, so you won't have to worry about that. And that's it for the Construct Quarter. And so there's only one thing left. No. And that's to not start that damn match again. Okay, hold up.
Anduin versus Darius.
I must obey!
Yes, you have. You have bested my imbecilic tendencies. Yep. I don't care. Go back this time. Oh, nope. I'm really being stupid today. The last thing to do, before we actually finish up for today, unlock the Frost Rim Lair. Now, there's only 2 this time around. Yep. And Kel'Thuzad. Here we go. What this is going to look like. And I'll still have 100 left over. I'm wondering why those the challenges counted. And... open.
Come face me, interloper.
Oh, I will. I will. But I shall do so next time. Because now is where we finished. But hang on, let's have a look at this, what this guy does.
Massive frostworm awaits. Dress warm.
I have a feeling I know what this power is. Destroy all that aren't frozen. Huh. Okay, I did not know what that one was. Okay. This one's gonna be interesting. But again, we're gonna save that till next time. So, that's it for Hearthstone this time around. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you back here next time. Bye.